Sosandar summer haul today. Bold prints, lightweight fabrics, and a few that look better online than they did on me. And the fact that I was having a day where I felt awful in everything really didn't help. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Anna and my channel is all about fashion, travel and lifestyle for ordinary women, especially if, like me, you're in the over 40 club. Today's video is a summer haul from Sosandar. Now, I've been much stricter with myself lately. It's not enough for something to fit, or for me, even for me to just love it. I want to feel really good in it, and critically, it's something I'm actually going to wear. In other words, my money has to work for the lifestyle I actually have, not the Instagram-worthy one of my dreams. For reference, to see how the clothes fit, I'm 162 centimetres tall, which is just under 5'4", and I wear a UK size 6 to size 8, which is a US size 2, size 4, and EU 34-36. So my first piece for this haul is the green geoprint wrap front Playsuit, and I got this in a UK size 6. Now I picked this one out because it looked so much fun. It was a great pop of colour for summer, and I do like to wear bold colours, and this shade of green felt really fresh and vibrant. The bold geometric pattern as well makes a lovely change from the usual floral prints you see everywhere at this time of year. It has a V front at the neckline. Now I'm a huge fan of V necklines. V-necks help to add length, much needed length through the body in my case, and I don't really like too much fabric over the chest anyway in summer clothes. It always makes me feel like too hot and suffocated in the summer weather. Now it is technically a wrap neckline with the neckline stitched down in the corner, but there is some, in fact there's too much movement, and to be honest I'll need to add a safety pin to stop me exposing my bra. Now normally that would put me off and I'd send it back. But I do really like it, and it's not too bad. I do have a friend who's like super good at sewing and makes all his own clothes. So I have asked him to add a little press stud for me, which I think will work. Another thing I really like about this is the defined waist. As you can see, the fabric drapes really well, and from the back it's clean and simple. The shorts are short, but they're not too short, and they're not tight or exposing anything. There are also cute little ties at the shoulder, which add femininity and volume at the top, helping visually balance hips, which is really important for hourglass or pear shapes. Now the bold print might be a bit much if you prefer softer tones and patterns, but I really like it. I would wear this on holidays, perhaps on a Mediterranean city break or at home for a summer barbecue, and I'd probably style it with tan raffia sandals for the daytime and maybe gold sandals or flats for the evening. I'd definitely keep the jewellery simple with this piece, pairing it with like a simple gold bracelet, necklace and plain earrings. Next up is the Leopard print metallic detail wrap front top, and I got this in a size 6. Now I really like the colour and the print on this. It's warm toned animal pattern with a subtle shimmer woven through the fabric. The material itself is soft, it's got a really lovely drape, and the gold thread detail looks gorgeous when it catches the light. It's the kind of top that could easily dress up jeans or tailored trousers without looking like you're trying too hard. I also really like the shoulder detail. Those little ties are a nice touch and add a bit of interest to the shoulder without being too fussy. And it's a really big butt. The wrap front gapes massively. I had to wear a camisole underneath just to make it wearable, because otherwise we'd be firmly in OnlyFans territory, and that's not what I'm going for on any level. The photo on the website doesn't show this, doesn't show it at all actually. The model must have it pinned or safety pinned or something, because it absolutely does not sit like that in real life, which is really disappointing because I actually like everything else about it. But I bought this because how it looked on the model. And I have to mess around with pins or wearing something underneath to make it work. That's not what I intended when I bought it, so this one's going to be going back. Next is the black and white striped tab sleeve linen t-shirt, and I'm wearing this one right now. I got this in a size 6, and this is the kind of top I know I'll wear a lot. It works really well with jeans, shorts, trousers. It's really versatile and fits easily into my wardrobe. I love monochrome. I think it looks really stylish and classy. I wear black and white all the time. Black and white can either anchor a neutral look or give contrast to bolder pieces like red trousers. And I'd wear this both ways. I'd wear it with the neutrals and I'd wear it with my bolder stuff. I've got some really bright yellow trousers and I wear a lot of red. So this works in my wardrobe really well. Now the cut is loose and relaxed with drop shoulders and wide sleeves that finish just above the elbow. The sleeves are held in place with a little tab and button, you can see here, which I really like. I think it adds a bit of interest and makes it a bit more special than just your average basic tee. In fact, I think it actually makes it look expensive and sophisticated. The drop shoulder and the horizontal stripes, there's a little bit of risk of sometimes widening the frame, but here it does look soft and proportionate. That's mainly down to the lightweight fabric and the V-neck, which present horizontal shortening. It's slightly sheer in bright light. I'm standing under 2 really bright lights right now. I'm wearing a nude bra underneath, and that works fine. This is a solid capsule wardrobe piece, simple but considered, and something I know I'm going to get a lot of wear from. I'm wearing it here with natural button detail tapered trousers, which is actually, as it happens, the next piece in my Sosandar haul. But I think this works brilliantly for styling transitions. You can wear it loose over shirts for a laid back summer look, or tuck it into wide leg trousers, sandals and gold jewellery for something more elevated. Now I actually bought this in the red and white version as well, which probably says just how much I like this piece. Next up is the natural button detail tapered trousers. Oh my God. And I picked these up in a size 8. I do tend to be a size 6 to 8, but I do tend to size up in trousers just to give a bit more room around the hips and thighs. I do have an hourglass body shape. My thighs are where I put weight on first and lose it last. So I tend to size up for trousers. These come in a choice of 3 different leg lengths, short, regular and long. I can't off the top of my head remember how long they were, so I'll put them up on the screen. I went for the short as I'm only 162 centimetres tall and I want to be able to wear trousers with flats as well as heels. Now these are much lighter than they look on the website. They're tailored, but the fabric is quite soft and lightweight, which makes them feel more wearable for summer. The colour is a soft natural beige. It's warm without being yellow or sickly, and the kind of neutral that works with black and white stripes or even bolder colours like red, cobalt, etc. I've paired them here with the black, white linen stripe tee from earlier in the haul, but they look great with a simple white shirt or vest or something a bit more contrast like leopard print maybe or red. You could wear these with heels, flats or even like a nice sandal. They're really easy to style and very easy to dress up or dress down. They're a good cut and honestly there's nothing wrong with them at all. The fit is great, but they didn't excite me enough to keep. I am being more ruthless about what I actually spend money on now. If something doesn't make me feel great or fill a gap, it's going back, and I do have several other pairs of trousers that are as good already as this one. So the 5th item in my Sosandar haul is the white Broderie Anglaise belted wrap dress in a size 6. On paper this ticks all the right boxes. The shape is clean, the fit through the top is good, and the wrap doesn't gape, which is often an issue with wrap tops, as we saw earlier. The length is also just right on me. It sits nicely above the knee without feeling too short, and the broderie detail is really lovely. It's really feminine without being too fussy or too over the top. It's one of those pieces that should be a yes. The fabric has enough body to hold its shape, it moves nicely, and it doesn't cling or drown me. I like the wide waistband, the scalloped hem, and the fact that you don't need to do anything special to style it. Just a pair of wedges and some jewellery would be plenty, are other great features, but I'm still sending it back. Why? There's actually nothing wrong with it, but I just didn't feel quite right on the day I tried this on. I was having one of those days where, I don't know, you know when you're really self-critical and nothing looks good, it doesn't matter what you put on, what colour, what style, and I think that's reason enough. Sometimes you have days where you try something on and everything fits, but you're still pulling at it or second guessing it, or I don't know, it's not the dress, it's the way you feel in it. And I've sort of learned not to ignore that. I think this would be perfect for the right person. It really is a lovely piece, and I'd definitely recommend it if you're after a white summer dress that feels a little bit special, but it's not quite me right now. Styling wise, I'd style this with nude wedges or maybe tan sandals with a raffia or canvas bag and some really simple gold or pearl jewellery. And I'd definitely go for nude underwear or even a slip if you're wearing it in strong sun. You don't want to feel exposed. Maybe you do, but anyway, yes, lovely dress, really good shape, but it's just not one I'm keeping. So this next piece really caught my eye on the Sosandar website. It's the navy zip front jersey dress, and I ordered this in a size 6. Thought this would be one of those easy, throw it on kind of dresses. You know, this sort of thing you could just pair with sandals and a bag and you sort of out the door without looking like you're trying too hard. But as soon as it arrived, I could see it wasn't quite what I expected. The fabric is actually a lot heavier than it looked online. It's quite a thick textured jersey that feels warm and quite structured, and that does help it hold its shape nicely. but it's not the kind of thing I'd want to wear on a hot day. That said, the fit itself is genuinely very good. The shoulders and chest are really clean, the sleeves sit where they should, the zip front lies flat, and the drawstring at the waist pulls in neatly without adding bulk. The tie sits at the natural waist, which is obviously works really well if you're petite, and the zip pockets don't gape or add any extra width across the hips, which can be a problem with stretch fabrics. The navy colour is rich and flattering. I love navy. It's a great alternative to black, which can look hard against more mature skin. And navy, I think, is a colour which always looks classy and expensive. However, the overall look, for me, leaned a bit sporty, which isn't really to my taste. I was hoping for something more polished as well as being easygoing, and this didn't quite hit that note for me. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's definitely not a bad piece. I can see it really suiting someone who leans more casual or loves that relaxed, sporty feel. But like I said, I'm being strict with what I keep, and I just know I wouldn't reach for this. It's not something I'd wear. So even though the fit is great, the colour's great, it's going back. So next is the Sosandar black broderie trim Bandeau beach dress. And I got this in a size 6. Now this also comes in a really, really gorgeous ocean blue, but it's sold out, I think, not just in my size, I think in all sizes when I placed my order. It really was a gorgeous colour, so I may have gone with that over the black. But I also think black looks really nice on summer evenings with like sun-kissed, suntan skin. So perhaps it was a blessing that that decision was made for me. Anyway, getting on with what I'm supposed to be doing, which is talking about the dress. It's really well structured. The top nice and flat against the chest with no gaping or awkward folding. And it feels secure without being too tight, which is exactly what you want in a bandeau. The broderie detail at the top and at the hem softens the structure without making it overly fussy. And that symmetry top and bottom gives a really nice sense of balance, I thought. The drawstring waist pulls in neatly without adding any bulk, and the positioning is just right. It sits high enough to get a bit of definition and shape, but not so high it feels empire line or childish. The dress finishes just above the knee, which is probably my favourite length for dresses and skirts. I think it's really flattering for my height or lack of it, and completely age appropriate. You know, it doesn't feel too short. Now with bandeau styles or anything strapless or really fine straps, I still like a bit of support and structure, especially at my age. The bra I'm wearing here is the Wacol, I think that's how you pronounce it, halo lace non-padded strapless bra. I've got the black version here, it does come in I think 3 different colours, which I got from John Lewis. I'll link it below if you want to check it out. It is really comfortable and supportive. It's perhaps not the most uplifting bra in the world, but it stays put and does exactly what you need under a piece like this. And I know how hard a good strapless bra is to find, so there's my tip for the day. You could easily dress this up with gold accessories and a clutch for a warm evening out, or keep it really relaxed with flat sandals and a straw bag on holiday or as a cover up on the beach. And if it cools down, a really cute black cardigan would work really well without crowding the neckline. I'm keeping this one. Next is the Pink Paradise print high waist crinkle jumpsuit, and I got this in a size 6 in the shorter leg length. It does come in 3 choices of leg length: short, which is 72 centimetres, regular, which is 77 centimetres, and then long, which I think is 81, I'll double check. This actually fits really well through the legs. The short length is perfect for me. As I said before, I'm 162 centimetres, 5'3", 5'4". It just skims the floor, and the wide leg shape gives it that nice breezy movement. The fabric is lightweight crinkle viscose, so it feels cool and airy. Just what you want for summer. The print, as you can see, is bold. It's bright pink and white pattern, which feels super summery. The overall shape and cut just don't work on me. The neckline again is a wrap. It's stitched down at the waist, but there's a lot of movement in the top, and it gapes badly across the bust. Obviously, I was wearing a bra underneath, but I had to be really, really careful how I moved when filming this. It definitely needs a press stud or button adding to prevent exposure issues, and that just on its own made it a definite return for me, even before we get to the fact that it just doesn't suit me. The waist is elasticated with a fabric tie belt, but because the material's so soft, it doesn't hold its shape. It bunches quite a bit at the sides, and from the side view especially, you can see it just doesn't sit cleanly on me. The shoulder ties add a nice bit of detail, but overall there's just not enough structure throughout the top to balance out the volume in the legs, not for somebody my size and build. Then there's the print. While the colour is lovely, the scale and density of it just felt too much on my frame, on my littleness. There's no break in it at all, no contrast panel, no skin showing, and I felt like it was wearing me rather than the other way around. So overall, the leg length was right, the gaping at the top, the pattern, and just the overall shape, I suppose, don't suit me at all, and needless to say, this one is going back. And last, is the Sosandar red ruffle sleeve shift dress in a size 6. I really wanted to like this dress because bold red is one of, if not my favourite colour, especially for summer. It's vibrant, it suits my skin tone, but honestly, look, the shape just doesn't work on me. The dress is completely shapeless and boxy. It hangs straight down from the shoulders with no definition at all at the waist. For someone like me with an hourglass figure, this just hides my curves instead of flattering them. The ruffle sleeves add some volume at the shoulders, which could be a good thing, but here they just add unnecessary bulk without balancing out the loose fit. And the overall is a bit tent-like and doesn't really give me the polished, tailored look that I personally prefer. Now the length is good, it sits just above the knee, which is, as I said earlier, it's flattering and age appropriate. That part I like. The fabric feels smooth and has a bit of structure, so the dress does hold its shape well and doesn't cling or wrinkle easily. But despite the nice colour and the decent fabric, this cut just doesn't suit my body or style. I'm someone who likes my dresses to show some waist definition, even if it's just subtle, and this one misses that completely. So while I appreciate the idea of this dress, it's not one I'm keeping, it's going back as well. And that's everything from my Sosandar summer haul. I hope you've enjoyed seeing these pieces tried on and hearing my honest thoughts. This haul was really about being picky, I suppose, and only keeping what genuinely suits my shape and my lifestyle. I'd love to know, did any of these pieces catch your eye? Or maybe there's something similar you've tried and loved? Drop me a comment and let me know. All the links to the items I've shown are in the description below for you to check out if you want. Just so you know, I bought everything here myself. There's no sponsorships or freebies here, just an honest love for these brands. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Every like and comment really helps me grow my channel and share more real life fashion and lifestyle content for women over 40. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.